In this video, I will show you how to color in Procreate with watercolor brushes, one of my coloring pages. I will put the link to them in the description and also to the brushes I'm using. So I am using one of Lisa Glanz canvas, which comes with the brush set. I have imported the coloring page and here is the main color palette. Pause the video to copy or use any colors you want. So first I will make a new layer under the outline layer, and using the selection tool and freehand, I will select the upper part of the house. So I will go over the lines of the upper part of the house, and when that is done, I will click on the gray dot. And I am using Lisa Glanz aquarelle brush set, and it comes with gorgeous stamps. So I will be using those and the light gray color from the palette and just stamp till I'm happy with the look. And the same thing I will do for the pavement, and I will also add a bit of the yellow color to add some interest. Now on a new layer, I will select the building part, but I will exclude some bits because I want those to be wooden. So I will color them with different color. So with the selection tool, I am freehand selecting the parts I want to stamp. And when I finish one part, I click on the gray dot and start selecting new part. And then I will stamp with the first color from the palette, the yellowish one. So now I create a new layer, and the same technique I will use for the bottom part of the building with selecting and stamping, but this time I will use that dark blue color. When the stamping is done, I am switching to the round brush and I will color in the tiles and lamps and other details around the house. I like when one color is scattered throughout the drawing. And also the awning stripes I will color with this color. But I will leave one empty, one color, one empty, one color. Now I am going back to the light gray layer. I color in the empty awning stripes and also empty tiles and other details around the house, and then I decided that the big flower pot also will be great. So I selected that and stamped. I create a new layer, and with the dark brown color I will color that wooden part which is like in the shadow, so that will be dark brown, and also the tree trunk and the flower bed inside. And again a new layer, and with the lighter brown I will color in all the wooden bits. So, new color, new layer. Now for the plants, I am also making a new layer and color them in with the green color. All in one color, we will come back to them later. This is just the first layer. I decided to put the greenery layer on top, under the outline layer, and then add little details in red also on a new layer, and also the both of the flower pots I colored in red. And here I color in the wooden parts that I forgot about. And then on a new layer I also color in all the yellow parts with the yellow color. I am making a new layer at the bottom under all the layers and selecting the windows and the chalkboard, and I'm stamping with the light gray and light yellow and then darker gray. So stamp till you are happy with how the windows look. Now we are gonna make things look more dimensional. So on top of the blue layer I am making a new one, and with the same color and round brush I am darkening some parts and smudging them out. There are few smudge brushes in the set, so find which one works for you. I am using the blue accent brush. And I also changed this layer to multiply and play with the layer's opacity. So at this point I want the light source to be the inside. So I am thinking of where it would shine from the doors and windows and lamps, and that parts that wouldn't be in the light, I want to make them darker. And if you are happy with how it looks, you can merge the layers together so there aren't like too many layers. Now I am adding the chalkboard menu on a new layer, and with the round brush, dark brown color, just write the menu you want. Now I will create a new multiply layer for the gray color layer and darken some bits also, just like I did with the blue layer. And then later the same I will do for the yellowish building layer. Now the wooden layer. This was done with the round brush and not with the stamps, so it doesn't look so interesting, and I want to add more accents, so I will create a new layer on top and make it as clipping mask and stamp some lighter accents and merge together. I create a new multiply layer on top of the greenery, and I picked the green color, but I made it a bit more darker and saturated. And then I did the same, some drawing, some smudging. I don't color in all the leaves darker, just some of them to make the plants look more dimensional. So, now the accents. I make a new multiply layer on top of all the layers, and I will choose the pencil brush, and I will do some scribbly lines to everything. So, plants with green, then wood with brown. They are just really loose lines. Give some hand-drawn feel to the digital art. If you don't like them, leave this step out. Not a problem. And for that wooden mat on the ground, I went back to the round brush and made some bits of the mat darker. And then back to pencil brush to add some more scribbly lines. Now I think we need some more splatter and watercolor stuff. So I create a layer at the bottom, new layer, and make some stamps around the building at the top and on the ground. You can put whatever you like here. And I like to do each stamp on a new layer so it is easier to move around. And when I'm done, I will merge the layers together. So go over all the colors in the palette and splatters and stamps and just go wild. For the stamps I want to add for the greenery, I will create a new layer just under the greenery layer and add some splatters and stamps. So now at the top I will make a new layer and change it to add. And with the yellow, let's add some light, but not the lamps, those later. So go over the plants, ground, everything that you want to shine and add some light. I draw with the round brush and then smudge, and also play around with the layers opacity. I decided to add more shadows in the windows and from the plants and also on the shop sign. And I go back to the multiply layer, choose the gray and make it a bit darker. And with the round brush I add shadows, but this time I don't smudge them out. On top of the window layer, I make a new layer, change it to add, choose bristle brush and add some diagonal strokes to the windows with almost white color. And then on top of the outline layer, so this will be on top. Let's make a new layer, change it to add and make some lights from the lamps. With the round brush and very light color, draw these almost triangle shapes. They can be wonky, we will smudge those out. So from the bottom of the triangle with the bristle brush, smudge to the top. It will look like the light is more lighter at the top and looks almost invisible at the bottom. Then I will also use Gaussian blur and a little bit of noise. Play around with the settings till the light looks like how you want. And it was too white for me, so I duplicated the layer, changed it to normal, made it yellow, and then I'm happy with the look. I always finish my drawings with the overlay, which brings the whole artwork together. I will also put where I got this file in the description, and I put this layer on top, change the layer to overlay, play around with the opacity till I am happy with the look. And I also decided that the outlines is too dark, and I made a clipping mask over the outline layer and put the dark blue, and this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the coloring together. Bye! Oh, almost forgot. If you do this coloring page, then please tag me Inky Paper House so I can share your art now for you. Bye!